What's in the fucking box?
Your arm's too short. Your arm's too short. Your arm's too short to box with God.
The Gawd Box Podcast.
What's up, y'all? Another episode, the God Box Podcast. This is the podcast to where really any damn thing goes. But I'm your host, the finesse guy, J Diggy 92. And as y'all know, this is the podcast where we hit you with facts and opinions. Mostly opinions and slight facts. But the way we doing it today, sorry if y'all hear a little jingle in the back. I got my little homie, my little daughter Lola with me again. Before we even get into what we talking about, I gotta give y'all this disclaimer. Y'all know, if y'all listen to the last episode, we know the disclaimer. So this podcast is a podcast based on some facts, but mostly my opinion. Everything you hear is from my point of view, based on my beliefs and principles. What you hear is my thoughts and my thoughts only. So with that said, let's get right into the damn episode. Alright. Now today's episode, we are talking about the Little Black Mermaid. They don't even say it's the Little Mermaid. They calling it Little Mermaid. Nigga, L-I-L apostrophe. Like, it ain't even the rest of the words, my G. Which is so disrespectful. So, if you don't know why they're calling it the Little Mermaid, recently Disney news came out that Disney's doing a live action for the Little Mermaid, and they casted Halle Bailey as the main lead. Now, if you don't know who Halle Bailey is, she's pretty much Beyonce's protege. Like, she's like, I think she signed with Rock Nation maybe. She has a sister that's like a group called Chloe and Haley and all that. So like they got talent. But she has talent too. So pretty much Disney casted her to be Ariel, the lead of Little Mermaid. Now, I've never seen the Little Mermaid in entirety, and I really don't care to, because that's more for girls in my opinion. The princess movies is more for girls unless it's Snow White. I love Snow White. Snow White is my movie mainly because of Dopey. But that's neither here nor there. So they hired her, right? News came out maybe last week that she got hired to play Ariel. And when that news broke, boy, white privilege was mad as hell. Now, when I say mad, you thinking like, oh, this is some bullshit. No, I'm talking about so mad, these motherfuckers started a Facebook group on that shit. They got her with buck teeth, black as hell. Like, y'all don't understand. That shit is mad disrespectful, fam. So, like, what I didn't understand was why it was so much hate coming from just a black person being cast in a movie like that. Like, and what's crazy is, I mean, some people saying it's fake, or whatever, but I'm pretty sure this shit is real. Like, it's racism is still alive, and that shit ain't really going nowhere. But all that white privilege and all that white anger, which we know usually leads to bad things, and they get away with it. I'm not going to turn this podcast into that. But with that being said, Freeform, which is owned by Disney, spoke on it, because that whole, like, they made a whole hashtag not my Ariel and everything. Like, what the fuck? Like, for one, it was just a damn cartoon, but we're going to get in my into my opinion after I read this. So this is what Freeform said. Yes, the original author of Little Mermaid was Danish. Ariel is a mermaid. She lives in an underwater kingdom in international waters and can legit swim wherever she wants, even though that often upsets King Triton. Absolute zaddy. Look, I'm reading what they said. I'm reading what they said. But for the sake of the argument, let's say that Ariel 2 is Danish. Danish mermaids can be black because Danish people can be black. Ariel can sneak up to the surface at any time with her pal Scuttle and they really said that Jamaican crab Sebastian, sorry flounder, and keep that brawn base tight. Black Danish people and thus mere folk can also genetically have red hair, but spoiler alert, bring it back to the top. The character of Ariel is a work of fiction. So after all this is said and done, you still cannot get past the idea that choosing the incredible, sensational, highly talented, gorgeous Halle Bailey is anything other than inspired casting that it is, because she doesn't look like the cartoon one. Oh boy, do I have some news for you about you. Now, can we just take a minute to applaud Freeform for not only standing up but reading the hell out of white America. Let's just clap that up real quick. Yes, I love it. But let's get to my actual opinion on this matter. First of all, I would like to commend Disney for doing live actions. I'm actually excited for the Lion King live action, which in the next episode of the God Box podcast we will be discussing. I am disappointed though in Mulan, because Mulan will not have Mushu, so I will not be watching. But what I have to say is that, just my opinion, I haven't really seen any African American representation in Disney films until Princess and the Frog. And let's just be honest, they were a frog for over half the damn movie. Any other time we don't really have main roles. We're like backup and supporting characters. So for them to include or even consider a black female for the lead of Ariel, probably looked upon by most little girls as like one of the best princesses, because she can sing her ass off and she can swim in Little Girls, Little Mermaids, and she collected all them trinkets and all the pretty stuff, and had issues with dad not let. It's super relatable for females, so I get it, especially little girls or teenage girls and everything like that. So just for them even considering giving this type of important role to a black female, a young black female at that, I truly applaud them and commend them, because we really have no representation when you look at the long line of Disney films. Just recently we've been getting added, and our worth has been getting noticed, so to say, just because it never got noticed before. Now we're actually getting roles that aren't just backup and supporting. So I really want to commend Disney for that. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But what I have to say for the white privilegers and the white America that can't look past the race thing, let's just take a moment. We've been oppressed for so long that when we finally get anything, because it ain't like this is a step towards equality. it's gonna take more than a Little Mermaid movie to do it. Like, let's just keep it 100 real quick. It's gonna take more than the Little Mermaid being black for them to respect us. Like, we had Wakanda, and they still turned that into like a joke. So let's just be real here. Secondly, it's just everything we're given. They try to take from us. We at work today, we were having a discussion at our table that our culture was originally stripped away from us. So we pretty much made up our new one. Even with the new one, they're trying to imitate and trying to take it from us. And no, it's not right, because we never get the credit. We never get acknowledged, or we never get the accolades unless it's from like black entertainment television, which to me is a complete joke these days. It's more show than it is representation, just in my personal opinion. But that is my personal opinion. But it's just like it's crazy, because anytime we're giving anything, or someone wants to stand up for us, it's a problem. But the first time little Timmy does something, the whole world backs little Timmy. When little Regine wants to do something, she has to fight tooth and nail just to make it to the start point of little Timmy. It's insane that people would turn something so positive as a black female lead in a princess movie to where it would encourage millions of little black children, little black princesses, for real. Because let's just be honest, like, our daughters are precious. We love our daughters just like we love our sons, but our daughters can carry the future. I mean, our sons do too, but I mean, let's just be honest. These niggas, like, he beats his meat. Like, kids is gone. But our daughters carry the future. The daughters pretty much can have the ability to give life. So they are truly important to us, and just the simple fact that you wouldn't want little black girls everywhere, little future doctors and lawyers and judges and whatever else positive you can think of, future entrepreneurs, future whatever artists, singers, songwriters, whatever you want to call it, future architects, future designers. The fact that you don't want to see them flourish, because honestly that's all this is about. Because let's just be real, when Hallie, I'm not sure how you say her exact name, but when she gets on that big screen and a little black girl somewhere never seeing the Little Mermaid sees her on that screen, yeah, I get it's fiction and all that. It's supposed to be a cartoon, but just seeing that type of representation that lets them know I can be a princess too. I'm a princess. Like, that could push somebody to do the next great thing, and the next great thing could possibly affect you. We don't have a cure for cancer. I'm pretty sure it's out there, but we might not never get it. But who's to say that little black girl seeing the Little Mermaid won't motivate them to be something bigger than what society tells them? So this is why I have a big problem with how disrespectful people are, because you legit couldn't let a positive moment be. Now they talking about like I've been seeing memes and like seeing like they putting black people on like white shows, like they changed the Golden Girls and made them all black and things like that. And then like white people are making Wakanda the next Black Panther was like Ryan Reynolds or some shit. Like, I get it, like people are making a joke of it, but let's just be honest, it's no joking matter, because this is something like it shouldn't have happened. And by it happening, it lets you know racism is still real. It lets you know that shit really ain't went nowhere. And it lets you know that what we've been seeing in television, on the news, is real. It's real, and racism isn't age restricted, which we can clearly see. Like it's crazy to me, and I don't want to go off on a tangent because it's something I feel very strongly about. But it's I don't understand it, and I never will, and I feel like it's completely disrespectful and wrong. And just let us have our moment. We don't get too many moments like this. That we don't get representation like this unless it comes from our own people. Let us have a moment on a major stage like this. Just let us have it. What is it gonna hurt you all that bad to where you're boycotting a film because it has a black lead? Because it was based off of a cartoon that was white. Does it really damn matter? Honestly. To me, it don't matter. But I don't want to spend too much time on it. I know I'm rapping and probably going off on a tangent, but I would love to hear your comments. So like in the last episode, send you can comment on this. I'm not sure what platform you're listening to this on. It may be SoundCloud, maybe iTunes, but yeah, I would love to hear what you think. So send all comments or discussions to finessekicks at gmail.com, and I would love to read those. Maybe we'll turn it into a whole thing like Friday. I just read comments or just read questions or statements that you guys have. I think that would be a really good idea. So yeah, just send it there. That's FINESSEKICKZ92 at gmail.com. And once again, I gotta give this disclaimer: this podcast is a podcast based on facts, but mostly my opinion. Everything you hear from this from my point of view and based on my beliefs and principles. What you hear is my thoughts and my thoughts only. And that's that. This is the end of the podcast of Little Black Mermaid. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you want to follow me, my social media everywhere, you can follow me at jdicky92. That's on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I don't really have Facebook like that because I don't get on it, and I don't feel like giving you guys my real name. But yeah, if you want to, you can follow my other Instagram page that shows all artwork. That's Finesse Gawd Masterpieces. That's FINESSEGAWD Masterpieces. I follow back. If you're a sneakerhead and you like shoes, but you need help before you buy, you like being knowledgeable, and you like knowing what you're buying before you buy it, go ahead and check out my YouTube channel. That's Finesse Kicks. Finesse and then KICKZ. Finesse Kicks. I try to upload, but I'm in school, so I've been taking somewhat of a break, and it feels great. But yeah, I'm about to get on my YouTube grind really soon because I graduate really, really soon. And if you like games, I got something for you too. Go to Savage Gawd Gaming. That's me and my girlfriend's gaming channel. We be playing everything. We be playing games and shit. All we just need is you to watch. So you like raging, you like all the yelling, you like the screaming, you like the throwing, you like the what the fuck moments. That's the channel for you. So that's Savage Gawd Gaming. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all get up out of here. I know it was hella promotion. Like I said, send me any comments you have to that email address, and I would love to hear it, and I would love to read them on this podcast. And yeah, man, this is the end of the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you share it with your fam, your friends, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, if you have multiples. In the words of Big Pun, I don't want to be a player no more. You should probably take that advice. Yeah, man, I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening, and hopefully love to see you guys back on the next episode of the God Box podcast. Thank you for listening.